Let me kind of shuffle our cards up. If you're looking 262, 263, shuffly shuffle. And we're going to go over the vocabulary here for lesson 8 in our journeys. Superstorms. Superstorms. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Here we go, friends. Let's see if somebody can tell me what our first vocabulary word is, which is prevent. Prevent is our first vocabulary word. This snow in the picture, number 6 in our book, page 263, the snow in the picture might prevent the cars and trucks from being able to travel. If it prevents them, James, what does that mean? Yeah, they can't move because prevent means to what? Nice and loud. Nice and loud. No, it doesn't mean to stick people on the ground. I'm going to prevent you from moving forward. If I prevent you from moving forward, what am I doing? I'm not pushing you. No. Stopping, yes. Prevent means to stop or to keep something from happening, okay? So prevent means to stop or keep something from happening. Next vocabulary word that I pulled out was reach. The water in the picture might reach the roof of the house, or maybe you will reach for something that you are trying to get in your desk or on a shelf. If you're reaching for something, Kaden, what are you doing?
Like you're trying to get it. Like you're trying stretch your arm out that way you can get it.
Right, you want to get something. If you can reach it, you can get it, or you can get to the place that you want to go to. Angelina, did you have a question?
It can also mean when you're getting to a place.
Yeah, you can get to the place that you want to go to. If you're in a car, you're traveling, and you reach your destination, it means you've gotten to where you want to go. Beware is the next vocabulary word. Dun, dun, dun. Number 1 in our book, page 262. If somebody tells you to beware, or if you hear a siren, which is letting you know to beware, what does that mean? Derek, what does it mean if you need to beware?
Watch out.
Yeah, watch out. Pay attention. Something's going to happen. Be careful. Be alert. Be aware. Pounding is the next vocabulary word that I picked out. Number 5, page 263. If waves in the picture are pounding on the shore, or if you're pounding a hammer or some other tool, what does that mean? Jake, what does it mean if something is pounding?
That you're hitting something hard.
You can be hitting it hard, but how else are you hitting it? Do I just hit it once and walk away? No, how do I hit it?
Over and over.
Yes, fantastic. Over and over and over, again and again and again. If you're pounding, like maybe you're pounding on a door, you're knocking again until somebody opens the door. Or if you're hitting a nail with a hammer, you don't just hit the nail once, bink! It would be great if you could hit the nail once and it goes in. You got some skills if you can do it that way. But you've got to hit it again and again and again. All right. Then we have the word equal. Number 8 in our book. This snow in the picture is equal to 3 feet. Equal is a great math word. We use it all the time. Equal means what? Oh, Levi's not here right now. Equal means what, Timothy?
As high.
It could be high. It could be low. If I say 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, what does that mean?
Like 2 plus 2 plus 4.
Does that mean they're different?
No.
It means that they're what?
If you try 2 and another 2,
Right. But it means that they are not different. They are the
then
same. Very good. Equal means the same. Equal means the same as or the same. And then we have damage. The crops in the picture, the banana trees, were damaged by hail and strong winds. If something gets damaged, What does that mean, Logan?
It means like it can like get broken, like busted up.
Can be broken, hurt, harmed. Yep. Then we have a flash, like the lightning in the picture number 4. Flash of lightning. Or when the fire drill, we do the flash in the box on the wall. The light flashes. If it's flashing, what does that mean, Valerie?
It means it like doesn't.
Okay, what does it mean if it flashes, though? Does it come on and stay on all the time? No. What does it mean? If it doesn't come on and stay on all the time, what does it do if it flashes? Let's see, call in a friend who can help you out. Is there a friend who thinks they can help Valerie out what flash means?
It's a short time, so it blinks.
Yeah, like a short burst of light,
It's
right?
Short.
It's a short burst of light. So Valerie, what is a flash?
A short.
Yep, a short burst of light. So it comes on and goes off, comes on and goes off, comes on and goes off. Usually it goes fast, right? But something can flash slowly too. You can have a light that flashes every couple seconds. It doesn't have to happen quickly. It can happen slowly. But it's a short burst of light. And last but not least, we have bend, page 263, number 3 in our book. Those tree branches, or those trees, can bend in the wind. Those are some pretty strong trees. Alina, if they're bending, what does that mean? Curving, but they do not
Great.
break. Bend means to curve, but do not break. Fantastic. I just want to read through superstorms really quickly, just so that it's in our brains. Just so we keep having it in our heads, so when we're getting ready to take the test part of that tomorrow, it's still in our heads. Because we went away for the weekend, I want to make sure it's still there. If you want to read through it in your book with me, you can. Otherwise, it's here on the board. You can follow along. I will ask 1 or 2 questions as I go along because I know there's a couple of questions on the test that are a little tricky. I want to make sure that you understand what those questions are going to be asking you when we get to that part tomorrow. So real quick, if you're interested, pages 266, 267 in your book, we're going to read through Superstorms by Seymour Simon. It's an informational text, so we have photos so you can see the real pictures, which is kind of good because you really don't want to be standing in a hurricane or a tornado or a blizzard, or a thunderstorm really for that matter. Facts and details, it's true. And remember, in this story, we also have a map. So, here we go. The air around us is always moving and changing. We call these changes weather. Storms are sudden, violent changes in weather. Every second, hundreds of thunderstorms are born around the world. Derek, eyes are up here. Thunderstorms are heavy rain showers. They can drop millions of gallons of water in just 1 minute. During a thunderstorm, lightning bolts can shoot between clouds and the ground. Lightning can destroy a tree or a small house. It can also start fires in forests and grasslands. Thunder is the sound lightning makes as it suddenly heats the air. You can tell how far away lightning is. Count the seconds between the flash of light and the sound of thunder. 5 seconds equal 1 mile. So let me ask this question real quick. What's going to come first, the lightning or the thunder? What's going to come first, Jamie? The lightning has to come first. Because the thunder is caused by what? What makes thunder, Gwen?
Like clouds coming together and making a big boom sound.
Right, and why are the clouds coming together?
Because
What does the lightning do that makes the clouds not be together in the first place? Little mini science lesson here.
it makes it like what it makes it is that like when the lightning goes off like that light and it puts the clouds together.
It actually pushes them apart. When lightning flashes, lightning is super duper hot, like hotter than a fire hot, okay? So because it's so hot, when lightning flashes, It heats the air up really, really, really fast. When the hot air heats up, or when the air heats up fast, the cold air clouds get pushed apart because the hot air can push the cold air away. But then, lightning is super fast. It's just a quick burst of light. As soon as it's gone, the air gets cold again, and boom, those clouds smack back together. They get angry, and then they grumble, boom, okay? Alina.
Is it hotter than the sun, lightning?
No, not hotter than the sun, but really, really super hot. Okay. Hailstones are chunks of ice that are tossed up and down by the winds of some thunderstorms. Hail can be the size of a marble or larger than a baseball. Nearly 5,000 hailstorms strike the United States every year. They can destroy crops and damage buildings and cars. Thunderstorms sometimes give birth to tornadoes. Inside a storm, a funnel-shaped cloud reaches downward. Winds inside a tornado can spin faster than 300 miles per hour. These winds can lift cars off the ground and rip houses apart. Now, before I read the next page, can you answer this question? Can I have a tornado without any kinds of storms?
No.
You're shaking your head no. You're right. No, why not? Why can't I have a tornado without any other kind of storms, Aiden?
Because or the tornado's not gonna it can't do nothing because the weather is
What do I need to have? What kind of weather do I need to have for a tornado to start?
rainy,
Yeah, rainy and what else?
cloudy.
Well, but because I have what's going on in the sky that's really loud and really bright.
The sun.
Not the sun. What kind of storm, Tim?
Like lightning.
Yeah, lightning and thunder. I have to have a thunderstorm. If it's just raining, because sometimes it just rains here, but we don't get tornadoes with that, do we? It has to be a thunderstorm type storm for there to be a tornado. You can have rain. You can have thunder and lightning too, but not necessarily have a tornado. Because you can have thunderstorms and not get tornadoes. But tornadoes only come out of thunderstorms. So it's not going to be a sunny day and all of a sudden a tornado comes. There has to be some kind of thunderstorm to cause it to happen. Angelina?
Whenever there's a thunderstorm, does it have to rain?
No, you can actually have what's called heat, lightning, and thunder, just because the air is so hot that it's causing lightning and thunder up in the atmosphere above us. You can have thunderstorms where you have the light and the sound, but you don't necessarily get the rain. But most often you will have them together. But you can also just have rain with no thunder and lightning too. Gwen, question.
So like it can't be just like a sunny day where like it's just like warm and there
Yeah.
can't just be a tornado coming
Yeah.
like right out of the corner.
Yeah. You're not going to be like outside in the backyard on a nice sunny summer day and all of a sudden, boom, tornado just pops out of the sky. That won't happen. Tornadoes have to come from thunderstorms, okay? All right, so then remember, here we have this map. This is a whole map of the United States. And it talks about how more than 1,000 tornadoes strike the United States every year. Most of them form during spring and summer. Television and radio stations often give early alerts. A tornado watch means that one may strike during the next few hours. A warning means a tornado has been seen by people or on radar. During a tornado warning, you should find shelter in a basement or closet. So, Joe Calhoun comes on the weather and he says, all right, friends, there's a tornado watch. Do I need to go in my basement at that point?
No.
No? How come I don't need to go in my basement at that point? Angelina?
You have to because
No, you actually don't. Not when there's a tornado watch. What does a watch mean? It might be a tornado watch. It might be a thunderstorm watch. It might be a blizzard watch or a weather watch or a winter weather watch. What does that mean? Do you know, Angelina? All right, what does that mean, Gwen, if it says there's a watch?
it means that one may strike in the next few
Yeah.
hours, but it doesn't mean that it is going
Right,
to
it could happen, but it doesn't mean it definitely will. However, if Joe Calhoun, and I purposely learned his name so that I would remember this, If Joe Calhoun comes on and says, all right, there's a tornado warning, should you go and take cover then? Go into your basement, go into your closet? Yes. Because a warning is telling us what, Kaden?
A warning is telling us that there's a tornado coming soon.
Yeah. Somebody has seen a tornado. There is one happening, or a thunderstorm, or a blizzard, or whatever they're warning you about, whatever bad weather. There is one happening, something is happening, so yes, time to pay attention and be careful and take cover, okay? Now, hurricanes. Hurricanes are the deadliest storms in the world. They kill more people than all other storms combined. Hurricanes stretch for hundreds of miles. They have winds of between 74 and 200 miles per hour. The eye of a hurricane is the quiet center of the storm. Inside the eye, the wind stops blowing, the sun shines, and the sky is blue. But beware, the storm is not over yet. Let me answer the phone, friends. Hello, it's Deb Tucker. Yeah, good. I'm actually in the middle of recording. Yeah, recording the lesson I'm teaching live. That's okay. Yeah. We're on the morning meeting Zoom. Yep. Okay. Okay, thanks. Bye. Okay. And we're back. So here is the eye of our storm. When this passes over, if you're ever in a hurricane, this passes over, it kind of looks like the storm is over, but it's not. Because the way a hurricane travels is it swirls around and around and around. So it's swirling, spinning, turning at the same time that it's moving across the land or up and down on the land or wherever. Yes, Gwen?
It honestly kind of looks like whipped cream in a way.
It does. Well, that's just the clouds, yep. And we're going to learn a little bit more about hurricanes this week because we have a video that we can watch by Mr. DeMeo who teaches a lot about hurricanes. All right. Hurricanes are born over warm ocean waters from early summer to mid-fall. When they finally reach land, their pounding waves wash away beaches, boats, and houses. Their howling winds bend and uproot trees and telephone poles. Their heavy rains cause floods. So am I going to get a hurricane at Lake Redmond?
No.
Or Lake Marburg?
No.
Or up at Pinchot?
No.
No, I'm not. Why can't I get a hurricane in those places? What kind of water does a hurricane need to have? Valerie, what kind of water does a hurricane need to have? Warm ocean water, okay? Warm ocean water. The difference between ocean water, too, is ocean water is really salty and lakes are really fresh water, but it needs warm ocean water. You might have warm water where we are, but it has to be like that big, wide open ocean, not like the smaller lakes or even bigger lakes that we might have in the United States. Yes, Angelina.
Once at the beach, I accidentally swallowed some ocean water.
Nasty.
And it really
Hi.
sterile.
Go ahead there. It is pretty nasty, isn't it? Okay, now we have some blizzards. Blizzards are huge snowstorms. They have winds of at least 35 miles per hour. Usually at least 2 inches of snow falls per hour. Temperatures are at 20 degrees or lower. Falling and blowing snow make it hard to see in a blizzard. So today's temperature right now is 38 degrees. Even if it was cold enough to snow, we wouldn't get a blizzard today. It has to be cold, like 20 degrees or colder. Like the kind of cold when you go outside, it like hurts your eyeballs and your hair and everything cold. It's like, brrr, it's really cold. It's the kind of cold you don't want to be outside in usually. Come on, clicky click. Here we go. No one can prevent storms, but weather reports can predict and warn us when a storm may hit. The more prepared we are, the safer we will be when the next one strikes. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Fantastic. If you do have your